Okay, I have a brand new effect to share with you today. As you can see, I have 16 cards of various value, suits, and colors on the table. So let's go ahead and gather those. Now, since we've all seen the cards, why don't we give them a mix? This is just a mange over under. Great way to mix the cards. Okay, and then from there, I'll go ahead and give it a Charlier shuffle. If you want to learn this shuffle, just take a look at the description below. There'll be a link there. More importantly, I need one of you to randomly cut the cards wherever you would like. Okay, and complete the cut. Okay, very good. Now for the demonstration here, I'm going to assume I have two spectators, a spectator A and a spectator B, though you can do all of this with just one spectator if you like. So what I'm going to do is just deal out two piles, one for each spectator here. Okay, very good. Okay, and we'll go ahead and square those up. Now, can I have each of you randomly cut your packet wherever you would like? So spectator A would come in here and maybe cut it there. Whoops. And spectator B might cut it like that. That's just fine. And then from here, I'm going to kind of show you what I need you to do. So I have my own little packet of 8 as well. So I need each of you to just deal out half the cards and set the other half next to them. So spectator A would just go like this. Very good. Spectator B would just do the same actions. I think that's 4. Keep track. And then just randomly stack these however you would like. Okay, so maybe I'll do right on left. You might do right on left as well. Maybe you'll do left on right. Okay, that's just fine. Okay. Now I have an important paper to show you here. This is going way back in history. The shape of the letter Z has long been interpreted magically as a symbol of cosmic balance. So when you write a Z, you can think of starting at 1, so you go 1 to 2, down here to 3, and then over to 4. Okay? So what we're going to have you do is mix your cards using this rather mystical letter shape, okay? And then with random stacking that I'll show you, okay? So first off, let me just show you what we'll have you do is just deal it out in a Z shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, I'm sorry, I'm going way off the screen here. And then from there, you're free to stack the top row on the bottom or vice versa, or stack the left column on top of the right or vice versa, and then randomly stack the piles. And you can do that mixing as many times as the two of you want, and you can do it a different number of times, and most importantly with different choices made along the way. Okay, so do you understand the dealing and the stacking options? Perfect. Okay, so let me just move my demonstration cards out of the way. Okay, so each of them on their own, simultaneously very possibly. So spectator A would go like this, kind of draw out a Z, and then they have a choice here, stack top row on the bottom or bottom on top, or column 1 on column 2 or vice versa. Maybe they'll decide to stack the columns like that, and then maybe the bottom on top. Okay. Now, spectator B's over here doing their own mixing, probably not even paying attention to what spectator A's doing. Maybe they'll stack the top row on the bottom and then right on left. Okay. Now, a note to you as the performer, the spectator can do this magical dealing and mixing as many times as they want. So maybe spectator A will go with rows this time and then left on right. Spectator B, deal out in a Z, just like that. Maybe they'll do the first column on top of the second, and then the top on the bottom. Okay, so once the two spectators are content with their mixing, and it truly is the case that they can perform that mixing as many times as they like, and if you actually count the number of different ways the cards are being stacked, there's actually 8 different choices that they're making. And then they can decide how many times to do all of that together. Okay, so once they're content, all you need to have them do, and you can demonstrate it if you need to, is we just need to reverse the magical influence of this mystical shape we call the letter Z. So what they do here is they begin the same. So we're going to kind of trace out a Z. Okay, just like this. But now we're going to go ahead and reverse that. So start down here, 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 and here. Now, I know I've gone off the screen, but I think you can see enough of the cards to know what I'm doing. Okay, very good. So spectator A would just go, okay, so I'll just trace out a Z, and then I'll go in reverse with the Z. Perfect. Spectator B would go, okay, I'll trace out a Z as before, and then go in reverse order in drawing that Z. So let's just check if there is some truth to the claim that the letter Z is in some sense a magical symbol of cosmic balance. Okay, let's just check that. Okay, so spectator A, why don't we take a look at your piles? Can you turn that one over? Oh, okay, that's interesting. You got a face card with a number card. Okay, that's nice, both red. Oh, wait a second. Okay, this is, okay, that's kind of interesting. Wait a second. I'm seeing a pattern here and a perfect balance. Are you? Oh boy, check that out. You've matched up cards by color and by suit. Okay, spectator B, were you equally successful in your mystical handling of the cards? Well, let's just take a look. So just flip that over. Okay, that's great. A heart. Oh, another heart. What about here? A club. Yes, okay, it's looking very similar here. So we're 6 for 6 so far. Oh, that's looking great. And I'm assuming by elimination, it's an 8 out of 8. Perfect score that both of you pulled off working independently of each other. That is amazing. Okay, so how do you do this? Well, let me just quickly show you how I set it up. There's many ways to set it up. So I have clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds in all 4 piles. And then you can randomly stack these however you like. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter. And then there's just one more step before, and then I performed a Klondike shuffle. So this is the final step for the setting up. Okay. So what we had before was a cyclic packet. It cycles through the suits, okay? In particular, it's a 4 cycle with cycle length 4, okay? So what the Klondike does is it hides much of the structure that's needed to pull this off, okay? And then because of the Klondike shuffle and the Mange shuffle being essentially inverses, they undo each other. The first thing I did was I did a Mange over under. Okay, do you remember that? It's easy to do. So it essentially undoes the Klondike. Okay, so you don't show the cards at this point, but if you were to, the more astute spectator will now see that it's alternating. Diamond, heart, spade, club, diamond, heart, spade, club, all the way out. Okay, so we just did that one sneaky move to hide that structure. Okay. Now, since it is cyclic, you can do the Charlier. So I don't think I'll go through all the steps again, but I'm just now going through the first few steps of the routine. And then, of course, we did a random cut. And then from there, I delved into 2 piles and so forth. So if you follow the rest of the steps in the routine, this is going to work perfectly for you. And I can add some notes in the description below. You'd like additional explanation as to what's going on in this routine and why it works. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.